Okay, we are live on Esoteric Hours with Bradley Powers and our special guest, Roxanne Solomon. Hi, Roxanne.
Hello.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Roxanne Solomon, who is in fact a hypnotherapist, and we have Jim Andre, energy healer and alien abductee. I've got some bad news. The show hasn't showed up on my timeline.
That's what I figured was going to happen. We have Paranormal Brew in the house. Hello, Paranormal Brew.
I'm able to share the show because it's not showing. I've got no notifications come through at all. No notifications whatsoever. So I don't know where to find it.
Well, that's where you had changed your account. Well, talk with Roxanne here, and I'll see if I can share it from where I'm going to find it. Hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Roxanne Solomon, we've got no viewers at the moment. We're trying to share the show. We've got a hitch. I was locked out of my Facebook account, so now it's not showing up on my feed. So anyway, so you're a hypnotherapist. Well, what I'd like you to do is tell us about yourself. How old were you when you realised that you had been blessed with the attribute of hypnotherapy? Is it a gift or an attribute?
I'm not sure. I think that it probably depends on the person and their interests. I think that for me, I became a massage therapist, and I had a lot of clients that would start crying and talking about their personal lives in a deep way, and then kind of get a little bit overwhelmed because they shared, maybe shared too much, or just were surprised by kind of what was showing up in the session, and I didn't really have the tools to kind of help them calm them back down in a short amount of time. So I was looking for a way to kind of help them, and I had experienced NLP in the past before I became a massage therapist. And so when the pandemic hit, I found the school that I ended up going to that wasn't online. They didn't have the online capabilities before, and they were in a different area from where I live. So then I was able to attend, and it's really helped a lot. I actually enjoy the hypnotherapy a lot more than the massage. But I don't just do massage. I also do energy healing, and I do light work stuff too. So it's but it's interesting. It's an interesting field in general, and I really enjoy. I've always kind of been a little different. Like when I was a kid, I saw what some people would consider ghosts, but I didn't really consider them that. And so I've just kind of like always been different. Like I think what a lot of people consider paranormal activity is actually just multidimensional. Like people just don't understand it yet. Like the science hasn't caught up, to the quantum realm. You guys are still looking for that thing?
Yeah, we are.
I got it on my page, but it's not allowing me to share it for some reason.
Well, and
Yeah.
I really think that the technology is a lot farther along than what the mainstream is providing, access to for humanity. I think there's a lot of technology out there that can define what people in everyday society consider paranormal. And I would consider hypnotherapy or hypnosis to not really be that weird or out there at all. And, one of the things that I've run into a lot with now that I'm a hypnotherapist is that religious people get really uncomfortable and when they find out that I'm a hypnotherapist, and they seem to think that it's immoral or wrong somehow, or it's like against the Lord. So hypnosis is a state of being. And, if anybody's ever driven from one place to another and not remembered how they got there, that's because they were in the state of hypnosis. So what hypnotherapy is just putting people in that state, and it doesn't really matter what style you use. There's 100 million different ways of hypnotizing someone because everyone is so different, and the the end result is therapeutic. So people come to hypnotherapy for therapeutic reasons, and people that are hypnotherapists are kind, caring, sharing people, and they want to help others. And for me, I really love when people come to me and they are ready to change, and the change happens, and it happens fast, and it's just such a beautiful thing to witness. And sometimes there has to be a little bit of struggle in there with it, just because people's own personal values and belief systems are confused. And so I help people iron out the confusion a lot of the times, and basically just kind of figure out how the person learns and what the best way to communicate with them is, and then get after it. And I think that it's an honor for me to be able to help people in this way, and I really like that it's becoming more mainstream kind of conversations to have, and everybody kind of needs
Yeah.
to change what's not working for them.
Now, would
Jim,
it
is
be?
there any way we could restart this show? Can we restart this show, Jim?
Well, I don't know if we're going to benefit from it. We'll probably just end up where we're at now.
'Cause I can't find the show anywhere.
Well, I told you about that. You said you took care of that when you.
Yeah, I thought I had.
Now, as far as hypnotherapy or hypnosis, Roxanne, would it be safe to say that it's based mostly on power of suggestion, or?
Well, everybody has a different type of suggestibility based on your experiences and your background. I actually am reading a book right now called Transformation of America, which is talking about the CIA and their hypnosis, basically, programs or mind control programs, and where the term brainwashing came from and all that stuff. And
Right.
it's interesting how there are certain formulas, like if you experience trauma around the hypnosis, that it actually can lock out the memory. But you can unlock memories. It's just it depends on how you go about doing it, and because everyone is so different, you have to really you have to be sensitive to that. And for me, I mean, before I became a hypnotherapist, I studied human behavior and body language for quite a while, and so being able to suss out different breathing patterns, when you're just noticing somebody having more of an even keeled breath pattern, and then all of a sudden something you're saying has caused their heart to spike and they're breathing shallow and they're, excited. And so being able to pay attention to those types of things is really beneficial, along with all of that.
Yeah. Bradley, you want to start over again?
Yeah, please.
All right. Well, I'm sorry about that, Roxanne. We're gonna have a take two. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this one, and then then I'm gonna have to reschedule another one, and then when that's done, I'll send you guys the link. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So right now it says we have 0 views. So obviously there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to try this again. So I'm gonna cut out of here. I'm gonna end this broadcast.
Thank you.
Let's end this now. You guys can stay on while it ends.